Tyria's history isn't told, it's lived. In this Guild Wars journey, we'll follow the main story, uncover the real lore behind each mission, skipping the grind, keeping the meaning. You have found Lantern and Lore where old stories shine bright again. Settle in and let's uncover the legends together. First of all, let's pick our character. We are going warrior because nothing says MMO like a bog standard warrior. Let's give him a real He-Man vibe, and I truly do have the power. And our name is going to be a legendary Anton Dudley, because nothing says MMO like a bog standard random name. Let's relive the story.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon. It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms. Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while, everything they have ever known will come to an end.
Scribe?
Yes, my lord.
These Charr are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs.
Yes, my lord.
Take this message to Sir Tydus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest in all of Ascalon. Find me the heroes who will lead our kingdom to glory.
As you command, my king.
So, we have learned King Adelbern, ruler of Ascalon City, thank you game for popping that up at the right moment, has talked about Tydus. So, let's get to it. Anton Dudley, aren't you? Of course I am. Sir Tydus was looking for us. We know he is recruiting the legends of the land, so let's get to it. Sir Tydus, recruiter extraordinaire. So I've been looking for you everywhere, Dudley. I know. The king has ordered a new offensive against the Charr. This is the first time we really hear about the Charr outside the opening intro. This is your chance for glory and adventure, but you need to know more about your craft before going north of the wall. Okay, travel to the southwest gate. We'll take you to Lakeside County. I'll have Van the warrior waiting for you. So this is really our training. So, training montage. And this will be our first step outside the city. And we get to see Ascalon, Lakeside County. This beautiful, stunning view. Right, Van the warrior. All right, Dudley. I was asked to see what you learn and what it means to be a warrior. You've heard the stories, no doubt. Warriors are impossible to kill. They are capable of incredible feats of endurance, and they are deadly in close combat. Listen to what I have to say, and you might just learn how to accomplish all these feats and more. I've got a little challenge in mind to prepare you. What it's like to be a warrior. Live through this and you'll be well on your way. A horde of scale have appeared down the river. Get down there, take care of them. And I mean all of them, report back. So this is the first time. So obviously we've heard about the Charr. This is the first time we hear about other threats in the land. Be it smaller than the Charr, threats indeed. There they are. For glory. For Ascalon. Hi Van, finally finished off them scale, did you? Well, it took you long enough, but I've seen worse. Someday, with the right training, you may make something of yourself. I'll start by giving you a couple of skills. I'm heading back to town, but I suspect Haevan's Dan will arrive shortly to advise you about what to do next. We wait for our mate. You're the warrior Sir Tydus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right as he walks away as I'm talking to him. Well, I imagine he's right that you got potential, but potential won't save you from the Charr firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwards to Ashford and talk to Devona. She's bound to have a task or two for you. Okay, thank you for your advice. We do get a sense of these times being very relaxing. We see people walking through beautiful scenery, stunning scenery. We get the sense of our kingdom really has this looming Charr threat over it. Look at that. Look at that. Stunning. We've got to protect this at all costs. Alright, there's Devona. Hello. I'm glad you've come here. I can't seem to shake the feeling that there's trouble on the horizon, and I'd be glad to have your help if and when it arrives. In the meantime, there are plenty of people here who need assistance with one thing or another. I've heard talk amongst the townsfolk of an unsettling rumour from Mira the Scribe. Instead of babbling to random strangers, he ought to send word to the authorities if he's come across something truly important, but I'm sure he's too engrossed in his books to think of anything practical like that. My duties in town keep me from looking into this matter, but if you could go into Ashford Abbey to the north and ask him about it, I'd appreciate it. I'll see what he has to say. And this is the first time we hear about Prince Rurik and Lady Athea. What a handsome couple Prince Rurik and Lady Athea make. Their wedding is going to be quite an event. I've heard that the train on Lady Athea's dress is going to be 20 feet long. This is the first time we can see that actually people are living their lives. They're happy. Relaxed. We have traders outside the walls. Beautiful. And people going from Ascalon City, because we can see this path that we take up here, we've got people going backwards and forwards. So it really is a free-flowing state at the moment. Guards everywhere, very secure. And we are in Ashford Abbey. There's Mira, the Scribe. I leave the delving into dungeons for others. To my mind, uncovering the secrets of an ancient text is excitement enough. Right, unsettling rumours. This is what Devona's been saying. Devona sent you, bless her. She knows I could use the help. I have an important message that must be delivered. Armand Saberlem? In Ascalon City, I received a vision from Dwayna. She warned me that something dire is developing amongst the Charr. The city must be alerted. I'll stay here and see if I can divine any more information. In the meantime, consult your map. Okay, and then fast travel, that's absolutely fine. So this is the first big warning sign. So a quick bit of information on Dwayna. She is the goddess of life and air. Dwayna was the first of the gods to step forth from the mists, as well as the one who brought humanity to the world. She sought to make the world a paradise and lead her people to peace for a time. So the fact we've got a relatively peaceful god warning us is signs for alarm. So, back to Ascalon. So, let's warn our men of what we've just heard. So, a message from Mira, is it? Let me see that. This is grave news indeed. I hope he's mistaken about this. Dwayna protect us if this information is accurate. If such a thing is even possible, then King Adelbern has ordered this offensive against the Charr not a moment too soon. We must not lose this fight, I tell you. We must not lose this fight. Okay, so King Adelbern is taking the threat seriously at the moment. He has ordered an offensive against the Charr, so hopefully that does then push them back, whatever this threat is. So Tydus wants you to take on a second profession before you face the Charr. We'll go monk as we've seen. Right, brother Mahenlo, teach me your ways. Greetings, my child. Can I help you today, or are you here to offer your services to those in need? A monk's mission. One of the tasks my messengers have been given is collecting the rare elements in Ascalon for study here at the Abbey. My young friend, Paulus, thinks he has discovered such a treasure in one of the flooded areas of the Catacombs, but he cannot reach it on his own. Paulus, you see, is a smiting monk and not very adept to healing magic, and the waters in that area of the Catacombs are full of disease. I will grant you a simple healing spell. Meet Paulus inside the Catacombs and he will show you where the trouble is. Return to me when Paulus has successfully retrieved the artifact. Okay. Let's go find Paulus. So, we are in the Catacombs, and there is Paulus. Try and keep up. I'll try my best, my man. Lead the way. Oh, this is our first look at some undead, some Restless corpses. I did that with my mind. This is the poisonous water that is spilled into the Catacombs. I'm glad Mahenlo sent you to help. We must hurry. I'll be honest, I don't know how much I helped, but I can be a motivational speaker if nothing else. Here we are you ready? Okay, so he's got the artifact. So I'm guessing he's not going to be able to fight, so we're going to have to protect him and heal him on the way out, which is fine. And there we go, Paulus is safe, mission complete. Let's go tell Mahenlo. Mahenlo, I have done it. You have done quite well for your first task. Paulus reports his findings are most promising, and I think you might have great promise as well to advance among monks. Nice. Once you make this commitment, you're not able to change your minds. Well, we will have a look at the other ones. We're in no reason to rush at the minute. We are going back into the catacombs because I did see there is a necromancer here. While that's not the perfect battle attire, Necromancer Mon. Ah, an adventurous one. What brings you to the dark day? Rites of remembrance? The dead are restless. Buried here are many brave warriors who sacrificed their lives defending Ascalon from foreign guilds, from the south and the bestial Charr to the north. They wonder if it is not too much that their sacrifices be remembered and honoured. Someone must place candles on the 4 stands commemorating their actions, so they will know we have not forgotten them. As you wish. The other one, a necromancer's novice. Not everyone can be a necromancer. For example, one of the latest students went into the catacombs to summon a dark entity. Since he hasn't come back, I can only surmise his creation probably ate him. Brilliant. If you will agree to destroy the nightmare he summoned, I will show you where he went and give you a spell to help, but I warn you, you'll have to be clever to get past the fire traps in that part of the tombs. Of course, if you fail, I should use your corpse as fodder for the next more worthy student. Brilliant. Try and keep up. Frenzy. Hitting stuff with a hammer is very satisfying. These undead are no joke. It's very ominous looking. Oh, these are the fire traps that she warned us about. I wonder if that's her last apprentice that came down. She seems to be walking. No, she's stopped. Well, it seems like she has sent me to be the sacrificial lamb. But I need to animate that. Can't die here, we've got to protect Ascalon. That's level 4. That looks like a beastie boy. Come on, otherwise that woman will turn us into a bone horror. Ugh. Lives victorious! Again, the same image that we've seen before. And the imagery that we see in the catacombs is the second god that we learn about, Grenth. Grenth is the god of death and ice. He's the patron god of assassins, water elementalists, necromancers, and ritualists. He was elevated to power after seizing control of the underworld and defeating Doom, the previous god of death. Grenth is usually depicted as having the body of a man but the skull of a beast, and with the souls of his followers clamouring at his feet for his attention. Yeah, didn't want to help. Most impressive, you dispatched that nightmare rather quickly. You show some real talent for the work. Right, and then we have the other quest. We've got to respect our fallen comrades. Ghostly figures. There's one of the restless ghosts or restless spirits we saw before. Each of these totems have images on as well. Interesting. Oh, and the ghost is actually helping us. We must truly remember them. Even when fallen. Protecting. Okay, this is the first candle. Second candle. Bad one. Number 4. Alright, Necromancer Mon. I am all done. Appeasing the spirits wasn't so difficult after all, was it? Learning to understand the dead is the first step in understanding the art of the Necromancer. Very nice. Cool. And before we leave Ashford Abbey, we would be remiss if we didn't actually acknowledge the statue of Dwayna. We go over to the statue, and when the world rang with the clanging of swords and did fire fall from the skies, Dwayna, goddess of life and air, heard the wailings and pleas of the weak. And when the rumblings of war did not cease, came her charge, Doric, who did prostrate himself at her feet, and cast she now a glaze upon the war-torn lands and wasted flesh of the fallen, and with tears upon her cheek did lay her gentle hands upon the prostrate man. And saint she unto to him, and all her charges, lay down thy weapons, and as I have done unto thee, so ye must do for your brethren. Offer protection to the weak, give solace and shelter to those who need it. Be ye a salve to the wounded. For I am your goddess, and I will give blessings to all those who follow these teaching. And these are scriptures from Dwayna 1:15 BE. Alright, being all done here for the while, let's get back on the road. Alright, back in the beautiful city of Ascalon. Let's see what's around. Right, the town crier. Grim news from Devona in Ashford. A clan of Grawl have swept north from the woods and into Lakeside County. If they are not stopped, the village will surely be destroyed. Someone must fight these creatures and protect the people of Ashford. Coordinate your efforts with Devona. Okay. Another threat that's now been introduced from Scale to Grawl. Right, here is Devona, so let's go support her. Trouble in the woods. The Grawl have been mustering south of the bridge. Let's see if we can turn back their attack. Follow me. Which is a bit too quick. Devona, wait for me! What is that Charr doing south of the wall? Okay, the first time we physically sent a Charr. That Lord Doomtooth, who has run away. Oh, we are getting hit hard. Our first close-up look at the Grawl. I think the village is safe for now. The Grawl are not very intelligent, but even they understand a show of force. What really troubles me is the presence of that Charr Ranger. Could he be inciting the Grawl to attack for some reason? I will warn Rurik of this threat. Thank you for your aid. Okay, thank you very much. Right, we have two more things we can pick up here from Devona. Let's read her lore. Courage is the true hallmark of an Ascalonian. That's what I believe. My father died defending the Great Wall, and if I have the chance, I'll do the same. Is there something you want to talk about? Tithe for Ashford Abbey. You've shown yourself to be courageous and trustworthy. I could use your help. With so many bandits and troublemakers around these days, Brother Mahenlo has asked for my help in collecting the tithe for Ashford Abbey. Duke Baradin is especially generous to the church, and I suspect bandits will attempt to intercept his donation. Can you get the Baradin's tithe from his man Grasden and deliver it to me? Grasden will be in the Green Hills County north of there. I can do that, that's absolutely fine. So interesting, this is the first time we hear about Duke Baradin and how generous he is. But also bandits. Right, opposition to the king. This is the first bit of lore that we're going to see that explains that King Adelbern was not born of royalty, and what them pesky royalists thought about her. Devona says, it's sad these royalist fools oppose King Adelbern, because he was not born into nobility. They forget it was Adelbern who saved us from the Guild Wars, and the old king, Grenth be just, who nearly brought Ascalon to ruin. The Royalists hope to depose Adelbern and replace Duke Baradin on the throne, but no one dares implicate the Duke in their actions. I'd like you to go into Green Hills County and search for signs of support for the Royalists. Head north until you find a road to Green Hill County and talk to at least 3 people there. Sound them out to see if they have royalist sentiments. One warning though, do not talk to War Master Grast. The slightest mention of disloyalty to Adelbern, he's likely to crush your skull. Interesting. I'm curious to see how this develops and if we can get any information out of Duke Baradin himself as well. Interesting. Ascalon stands proud, but cracks are already forming. The Charr gather beyond the wall, the undead stir below, and the kingdom tears itself apart within. Devona fights to hold the line while Dwayna's vision warns of darkness rising among the Charr. Even the throne trembles as possible nobles plot to replace the king. Old loyalties are fraying, new dangers rise from every direction. If the gods truly watch over Ascalon, how long can their light hold back the dark? Will Adelbern's rule unite the kingdom, or will pride and politics tear it apart before the Charr even strike? And what role will we play when the fires begin to fall? Our lantern fades for now, but Ascalon's story is only just beginning.